The lure of fast money and big payouts has enticed hopeful high rollers and traveling tourists to take the trek to America's gambling capital for almost a century.
Do we have any rodeo fans in Las Vegas?
But for the last 40 years, in early December, a different high-stakes battle takes over the Las Vegas scene.
Tonight, Las Vegas is a cowboy town.
The Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association National Finals Rodeo is widely regarded as the Super Bowl of rodeo and attracts the best of the best, with athletes from all over the world facing off for 10 nights in front of sellout crowds with over $15 million of payouts on the line. Competitors at the NFR Finals have reached the pinnacle of the sport, where the pressure to perform is fierce, the tensions are high, and fortunes are made and lost, sometimes in a matter of seconds. Ultimately, the victors are crowned and legends are made. But where does the journey for these champions begin? Far from the bright lights of the Vegas Strip, in small towns and venues across the United States, aspiring young cowgirls and cowboys work tirelessly to sharpen their skills in hopes of someday competing on the national stage. Here, dreams are pursued in the dust and dirt of the arena, constantly tested by the ups and downs, highs and lows, experiencing both pain and triumph along the way. Rodeo culture is as much about the community as it is about the competition. Each event is a celebration of tradition, courage, and the relentless pursuit of excellence, where different generations can come together and, at least for a few hours, put their daily lives and worries away. The fans get to enjoy a family-friendly environment that reflects back to a simpler time that has not been forgotten and continues on today. From week to week and town to town, this traveling show features more than just the competitors. A unique cast of characters calls this road home. For these modern-day nomads, rodeo is not just a sport, it's a way of life. A life on the Rodeo Trail.
I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Our trip along the Rodeo Trail begins in Calico Rock, a small town located in North Arkansas on the banks of the White River, a river renowned for its world-class fishing opportunities, where anglers from around the world travel to chase the trophy rainbow and brown trout that call this river home. But this second week in June, rodeo takes center stage, with the annual Lions Club Rodeo on Friday and Saturday night, homecoming class reunion celebrations throughout the weekend, and a community parade on Saturday morning. Calico Rock is also a town that takes great pride in its unique history, from its origins as a steamboat stop in the 1800s, before expanding as the railroad arrived in the early 1900s. Taking a walk down Main Street is like stepping back in time. Century-old buildings house a variety of specialty shops and local eateries. A tour through the newly renovated museum and visitor center shows the community's dedication to preserve the rich history of the area, including memories of rodeo days gone by. A rodeo tradition that's deeply ingrained into the fabric of this town and region.
It's a long history and it's a big thing every year, so yeah, everybody gets behind it. So everybody benefits from it, all the local businesses downtown, all the restaurants and the Airbnbs and the hotels. They all benefit good from it. I mean, everybody tries to pull together.
The rodeo is a living legacy for anyone that's ever been associated with Calico Rock, or maybe even if you grew up here. I think the historical significance of rodeo, and we are bearing remembrance to a different time and a different way of life. And also the connection that people have, even with animals. You watch those people that are roping, and you watch those barrel races, and that one-on-one connection that people have with their animals. It is an experience. It is something that is tangible. It is so powerful that it is tangible. And you know, I think it does take us back to a more simple time in life where we were able to experience the simple things. But there isn't technology there. It's about connection. It's neighbors seeing neighbors. It's friends cheering people's kids on. It's people caring about each other in community. So rodeo is a way of life that we should continue to maintain throughout the future.
This year marks the 64th year of the Lions Club Rodeo, and for 56 of those years, one family has produced the event.
My name's Tommy Rand. We own and operate Rand Rodeo Company. We're based out of Dolph, Arkansas. We are the second oldest rodeo company in the state of Arkansas. We've done this for 56 years.
In Arkansas rodeo circles, there's perhaps no bigger name than Tommy Rand and the Rand family, who runs the Arkansas Family Rodeo Circuit, or AFR.
Has anybody else got a bull?
Tommy is the second generation to take the reins of the Rand Rodeo Company, which was started by his mom and dad, Ralph and Helen.
It has sure been a family affair. My mother and father started it in 1969. My dad rode bucking horses and bulls when he was a kid. A guy asked him one day why he chose rodeo profession. He said, well, we didn't have a lot of money, and that's about the only thing I could do and take all the kids and afford it. In 1969, there was a pro rodeo scheduled to come to town, and they had a little problem showing up. The committee were all friends with my dad, and they come out there and asked him if he'd be interested in coming and helping them. They'd already advertised the rodeo, they just didn't have no stock. So that year we took our cows and our riding horses to town, and that started it. We've had up to 4 generations of the same people in the same arenas competing. It's been a dream come true for all of us, the entire family. My mother, she run a concession stand, health secretary. My sisters done a lot of secretarial work, gatekeepers, books. My brother helped with the concession stand. We've always just like a family reunion every weekend, 3 days a week. Yeah, you sure miss them. A lot of them are gone now, but you sure miss them. But it's been a dream come true.
At 66 years old, Tommy shows no signs of slowing down, producing around 75 rodeo events a year for competitors of all ages and ability levels.
We usually start our season in April, the first week of April, and we run through the last middle of November. We have an event pretty much every weekend. We usually start on Thursdays preparing and usually get back home daylight on Sunday mornings.
He says there's one thing that keeps him coming back year after year.
It's the kids and the family. I gotta say, hands down. Typically most people's got 1 or 2 kids, you know, in 56 years, and this is what really makes me want to get up and go the next day. I've got grandmas and grandpas today that started at our place when they were 10, 12 year old, and their kids started at our place when they were 10 or 12. Now I've got grandpas bringing their grandchildren that are 10 or 12 year old start. The kids ain't out there getting in trouble. It's like one huge family. A man asked me one night when we were going to quit. And he said, when are you going to retire? You've done this forever. And I told him, I said, you know, before a man can retire, he's got to go to work. So far, it's just every day I can't wait. You know, a lot of nights you'll think, God, I got to quit this. But when you get home, 10 minutes later, we're ready to go again. Like I say, I've got 200 kids every weekend, and they're amazing. They're just simply amazing. God's greatest gift. I want to welcome everyone to Dolph, America, home of Rand Rodeo Company. This is where it all gets started. We're in north central Arkansas. We're 45-mile Missouri line. We're about 6 miles north of Calico Rock. Dolph is it's kind of like its own little town. For years when we were kids, there were no Dolph on the map. So my mother actually talked to her best friend, Bill Clinton, and he was real instrumental in getting Dolph added to the map. I'd say a large number is 100, 120, 100, 120. And a lot of them will be here every weekend when we rodeo here. You know, it's a great town. They support it. They're good about it. Where we're actually sitting used to be an orchard. My parents farmed this ground when we were kids. Here on this farm here, we got 570 acres. My dad started all this in '69, and we've just kind of added to it and added to it. We got 2 full-size arenas. What that means to the average person, if I've got 400 entries, I can run 2 arenas instead of getting done at midnight, daylight. We can usually run it off 10, 11 o'clock.
It takes an army to make this deal work. I've got an exceptional amount of good people that help me. Sure couldn't do it without them. On any given weekend, we'll have 12, 14, 15 people that's helping us pull it straight off. We got announcers, judges, pickup men, bullfighters, stock handlers in the back pens. We got a full staff restaurant and the concession stand. We got good food, great sweet tea. My brother's daughter runs it for us, concession stand. It's still a lot of family. My wife, her and her sister, they do most of the little detail work. We're not big on detail. They make everything work. Sonia, she takes care of a lot of the advertising, getting the entries in. She's also runs a drill team. When she wanted to retire or she went to work for us.
Would you consider marriage?
And then we got married, and she didn't realize half how much goes into this. She does a lot of book balancing, leg work, contractors. She just keeps up with everything. I sure couldn't do it without her. She's a vital part of it. When she quits, I'll have to. It takes a whole neighborhood to do this. I sure couldn't do it without them.
In Arkansas, most any weekend during the year, you can find a rodeo competition taking place somewhere. While there are many different operators and events, the 3 main circuits are the Arkansas Family Rodeo, the Arkansas Cowboy Association, and the Arkansas Rodeo Association. The Arkansas Family Rodeo is where the kids generally learn the ropes before advancing to the ACA or ARA tours.
We are really proud of Association AFR, Arkansas Family Rodeo. That's where so many people get started. We'll have 2 or 3 generations in the arena at the same time. We've done this, like I say, 57 years. When the kids kind of figure out the ropes and how to play, and that's what it's all about. A bunch of families, we put them together and kind of learn them the ropes of how to rodeo. There is, after you get pretty handy in this deal, the upper group will start moving from it to an Arkansas Cowboy Association, and then on to the ARA, Arkansas Rodeo Association. A little steeper, higher fees, and competition a little tougher, and then that helps them get set for the pro rodeo. That's the one you see in Vegas. And we've had lots of people start at this level, move all the way through it, all the way to the pro level. We're really proud of the families that's been with us over the years that achieved that, and that's not an easy achievement. The mutton busting, that's 6 and under. That's for the little kids that's hardly ever been to a rodeo, and they wake up one morning and decide they like it. And they hone their skills, their balance. They'll move up from that to steers, mini bulls, and then to the big and junior bulls, which prepares them, like I say, for the TV pen, the ones you see on TV. We also offer a lot of goat tying, boys and girls, which that enhances, gives the small kids ability to learn how to tie a calf, flank and tie a goat. It's the same deal. Team roping, we got a pro-am and an open and amateur level. Breakaway, that's really popular right now. Same deal with girls. They've made that into a big deal. The pro rodeos have started offering it the last couple of years. It's really mushroomed and out of control. We'll have 30, 40 breakawayers a night. Again, any kid got a horse and a rope can enter. If you're a beginner, this is the place to get started. As you get throughout the year get better, you may be bumped up into another category. The bareback riding, we start them off on miniature broncs, mini ponies. We go from there to the bigger horses. When the kids mature a little, get stouter where they can handle it, then we move them on up to the statewide levels, so they got more opportunities. Barrel racers is a whole array. We typically pay off on a 4D, which what that matters to people is we're actually having 4 barrel racings at one time. If you're a 4D level, you're at the bottom end. Through the season, you'll get better and you may move up to a 3D or a 2D, which that makes it all come out level. But each event has its own reason to give a kid an opportunity to enhance their skills to move to another level. Bull riding, mini bulls is where most of them start after they graduate from the mutton busting. They'll get on mini bulls, and then when they graduate from it, they'll go on to junior and open bulls. Typically at most rodeos, a lot of people will see that the bull riding is always dead last. It's always a crowd pleaser, and there's a purpose for that. It holds the crowd. Everybody wants to stay and watch the bull riding. It's got a level of danger to it, but we got some really good kids, and we try to match the bulls with the kids, kind of keep them at a level. Safety is really a big item, but everybody loves the bull riding. It will run last usually every night at every rodeo.
Coming up after the break, 2 young men from different walks of life that share big dreams in bull riding.
Everybody through the summer, their goal is to make our finals, and it's the 3rd week of November in Berryville, Arkansas. It's an indoor arena, a great facility. On our Arkansas Family Rodeo, we got a point system. Those points will total and carry year long. If you win first place, you get 10 points. Second gets 9. So again, if I'm almost as good as you really just beat me by 1 point. We don't give away participation awards, but we keep it's collected close enough that you're gonna have to beat me every day to continue to win at the year end. And then by the time we get to the finals, 3rd week of November, we'll give out $100,000 worth of awards. Those point totals determine where you fit. All the year-end people will get the year-end saddles. There'll be 65 to 100 buckles give out. When you leave there that night, you go home with your award. Some of them hang it on their truck, some of them carry it around for 2 days. I've had some kids go home and not take a jacket off for a week because they love it.
Bull riding has been called the most dangerous 8 seconds in sports. From the tense moments in the chute, waiting for the signal to open the gate, to the extreme battle between man and beast to reach the 8-second mark. Add the element of danger and the threat of injury at any moment, and you can see why this intense drama keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Colton Johnson and Alex Legg are 2 of the young bull riders competing on the AFR circuit. While both have big dreams of making it on the Pro Tour, they've taken very different paths to the rodeo arena.
My name is Colton Johnson. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Mountain Home, Arkansas, and my dream is to be a world champion bull rider. I saw some rodeo. I thought, hey, that'd be fun. So I went out to Oklahoma, the Tarrydon West, and got on some practice bulls. I was like, hey, I really like this. I want to do this. When I figure out my bull, I go look for him. As soon as he gets up, I get my rope put on him, get it set, start just slowing everything down, taking my time, getting mentally set to ride. When he's up in the chute, they call my name, I sit down, heat my rope up. I try and be quick. I sit down. The longer you sit in there, the more focus you lose. Some people like to sit in there long, I don't. Well, I'm not really thinking much except, hey, it's just another bull. I put in the work, let's just go ride.
Colton also competes in bronco riding.
It's way different. The bulls It's a lot more rustle and tussle when you're on the ground. They like to get mean. They'll chase you. A Bronc, a prime example, one of my buddies, he got thrown over the front. Bronc slid the back feet and jumped over him. You fall off in front of a bull, they're gonna run you over.
Colton Johnson right there.
Bronc riding, you get to use 2 hands. You're sitting in a saddle. You got a lot more keeping you in. I like the bulls, but the Broncs gives you a good rush too.
Let's ride bull.
Colton has just finished his sophomore year at Mountain Home High School, and when he's not in school, he also works for Tommy Rand, tending to the animals at his ranches, as well as assisting the setup and running the various events at the AFR tour stops.
We start around 7:30 to 8 o'clock. We'll hay all the horses, water all the horses, give every horse grain. And then we'll we'll sweep the hallway, sweep the office, rake our arena, water it. And then some days we'll go put hay out in all the fields, or we'll go over to some of the other places and put hay out, grain all the cows. Some days are harder than others, but it's not bad.
While Colton didn't grow up in a rodeo family, his passion has influenced his older brother Trent to give it a shot.
And my brother, he saw me doing it. He's like, hey, that kind of looks fun. I want to try it. He tried it once. He's like, yeah, next year I want to do this. He's still figuring it out, but he's starting to get there.
And their parents have also caught the rodeo bug and are at every event.
And then my dad, he's always behind the chutes with us. He'll pull my bull rope. And my mom, you can always hear her in the stands videoing, screaming for us. And if anything happens, my dad's always out there, and then my mom's always asking, trying to get out there and be like, is he okay?
Colton says he's looking forward to Calico Rock.
Yeah, it's a big event. My goal's stay safe, biggest goal. Every weekend, just stay safe, have fun. It's the biggest thing, having fun. If you're not having fun, why do it?
My name is Legg, and I'm 23 years old, and I live in Calico Rock, Arkansas, and I want to be a professional bull rider.
In rodeo circles, Legg would be considered a late bloomer, not starting bull riding until he was 21 years old. His interest was spurred on by a wardrobe choice and a chance encounter.
I mean, growing up, rodeo never was in the picture. You know, I was skateboarding, BMX, and it was all in the sports, soccer, baseball, I mean, everything. But when I moved up here, there was a rodeo down the street, and it was Tommy Rand's rodeo, AFR rodeo. And I had a water leak at the house, and the water guy came over and fixed it for me, and I was dressed up like Western attire, and he was like, hey, there's a rodeo down the road, why don't you go ride in or whatever. And I went there, rode in, and I've been hooked ever since. That was like 3 years ago. I was about 21 years old when that happened. Because he was like, hey, you want to get on a bull for fun? And I was like, yeah, I'll get on a bull. You know, and then I got on one, and then, yeah, I was hooked since then. I mean, I wanted to become the best. Yeah, when I get in the chute, and what's going through my head is just ride the bull, you know. Because usually when I want to ride, I used to be like, oh, I want to lift, I want to squeeze, I want to have my hand here. When you get on, like, my hand here, my hand rope, whoa, whoa, and you just fall off. So now when I go in there, I got it all in my mind. I ride bulls. You know, it's just all big dance, you know, and before I even climb on the bull and in the chute, you know, I'm thinking about, because I saw a documentary on some bull riders, and one of the guys said, you know, he thinks about every possible move that bull can make. You know, he's just out there, that bull's doing a backflip, it's freaking out, and I'm riding it. And that's kind of what I did. I was standing up there on the gate and looking at my bull and looking out in the arena, and I was just thinking, yeah, he's gonna do all this and that, and I'm riding, I'm sticking him. But they got feelings too. I mean, yeah, it's interesting and very cool to see, like, the personalities on these bulls. But yes, for sure. I mean, some bulls you can go back there and pet them and sit on them. You know, there's bulls back there. There's puffing, stomping, charging at you. They're all different.
Away from the rodeo arena, Alex runs his own t-shirt and novelty company, White River T-Shirts.
Yeah, no, t-shirt thing, like you said, you know, my dad always knew people had to eat and wear clothes and stuff. But we were down there by Houston, Galveston, so we was by a big major hub. So we was able to get a lot of activity. We just moved it up here. We do local around here, around the river and the lake. print shirts and coasters and koozies, just little souvenir gifts. Back then, you had to really put a lot of man labor into making shirts. Nowadays, it's just machines. You know, you just get the ink on the shirt and then press it and stuff. You know, you go on the computer, do your deal and all that. You know what I mean? So nowadays, you can even have them make the design for you. You got AI, you know, make the design for you. And I like doing shirts. You know, it's all I got that I want to do. Really, you know, I want to be a cow rancher. I want to be a cowboy, man. I want to be riding my little horsey around checking cows.
Alex lives just a few miles outside of Calico Rock and says he has great memories of the hometown rodeo.
Rodeo coming up in Calico Rock is definitely what I look forward to. And the community is a good thing and it's a big thing. You know, that town has a big history for sure. Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, I got a lot of good friends in that town too. I mean, it's always a good time there. I mean, I love it too when the rodeo's over. I just go right down the road and back home.
We don't get rained out, we get rained on. We've had it with floods, tornadoes. We have had a couple of tornadoes where we took a little intermission, let it blow over and then go back to rodeo. I think God meant for us to have it, we'd have it. If he wants to get us, he can get us anywhere he wants us, so it don't make a lot of difference. I know we shouldn't tempt him, but I believe at heart God's a cowboy too.
Almost on cue, the brief morning rain gives way to sunny skies, and it's back to business for Tommy Rand and his crew.
Raining wet and muddy, we're gonna have a good time in the Ozarks.
Taking on the weekly ritual of rounding up the stock animals to transport to the next destination, Calico Rock.
No, load him horses, I got the steers.
For a typical rodeo, we'll move close to 100 head. Here, just from one spot to another. We're kind of like a gypsy, load them up on Friday and bring them back on Sunday. We'll bring all the time-to-mint cattle, which consist of roping steers, tie-down calves, breakaway calves.
Ponies are all coming right for rails, Tom.
There's 3 sets of bucking horses, bareback, saddle bronc, and range bronc. And then, of course, the bull riding. Typically, I'll have about 6 vehicles, trucks, trailers, here at this rodeo.
Tommy's co-pilot for the trip to Calico Rock is also one of his hardest workers. Meet Stetson.
I really didn't like Stetson, but he kind of grew on me. He was actually supposed to be the run the litter. But when he got home, he got to eating and he is not to run no more. Now, Stetson, he has to work for a living. He gathers cattle, stores cattle all day with us. He'll come home, give out, tired and muddy like the rest of us. He loves this old truck. It's an old 87 International, 1,000,000 miles on it. I've had it about 40 years. We start first Saturday in April, and we run through the weekend before Thanksgiving in November. Pretty much every weekend, thousands of miles, probably 30 different towns. Amazing people we meet. Tip Wiseman Rodeo Arena. We'll be the first ones to get here and the last ones to leave.
Just another day at the office. Rand Rodeo Company. You gotta love it. Most of us, I mean, we've all grown up there, so we all know everybody. You get to see people usually you don't see all year long, except at Calico. They'll sit on the bleachers. When they come back to Calico, they got that hometown feeling. You know, everybody treats you like family. It's a quiet little old town, but it is magical.
With dark skies looming over the arena, Calico Rock rodeo fans have braved the threat of rain for the opening night of the Lions Club Rodeo.
Calico Rock, it is rodeo time. Kick back, relax, Enjoy yourself. Watch this. Come on, man. Colton Johnson, you are the man. Let's do this.
Colton didn't quite cover his Bronco ride, falling just short of 8 seconds. And while he regroups for his bull ride later on, nationally renowned specialty act performer Tim Leppard took center stage.
There's one thing about in rodeo, if it rains, sleet, snow, mud, dust, we rodeo it, okay?
That's what we do.
And proved to have psychic ability as well.
My name is Tim Leppard. They call me the Wild Thing. Tim Wild Thing Leppard. I'm the rodeo clown, barrel man, and specialty act. We have some of the world-renowned animals. We've got little cowboy monkeys. We dress them up, the capuchin monkeys, like little cowboys, and we got probably smartest dog in the world is the border collies, and the monkeys ride the dogs. We put the sheep up on top of the truck. We make the sheep jump in the pen. So everything we do in rodeo is a little bit harder than what anybody else would do. I came at this as a natural. I was growing up as a little kid, always loving animals. Every little kid has a dream growing up, and growing up as a little kid, my childhood memory was just to have a monkey. Back then, it was Curious George. You know, Curious George books, the sock monkeys. My mom told me, she said, you wagged the little sock monkey till there was no stuffing left. The reason I just lost my mom, and we were real close. This is something that, if anybody ever supported me, my mom supported me. We grew up in a tough life. We grew up without our dad, and she made things possible for us. She put all of our lives first. We stay on the road so much. You know, we have a lifestyle in a 4x8 room sometimes. We've worked Major League Baseball, all the NFL halftime shows. I've done every sporting event except for swimming, tennis, and golf. And it was nothing to put 60 and 70,000 miles on a year. To go the distances, we've been to Alaska twice. We've been all over the United States, worked every state several times. The tradition of rodeo, the cowboy, the sport, it's not changed much in 100 years, and it's all been a big family. Be a cowboy is a respectable life. You got to have a lot of respect, and it's a hard life. You know, I would have never thought in my life that this is what I'd be doing all my life. I'm 63 years old, and, for me to say, where's the line? I don't have a line to say I'm retiring. When do I think I'll quit? I don't have that. I thought it would come many times, but it didn't. We live the life on the road. We travel constantly, but we meet new people. We meet a new family every week. I never had to punch a clock to go into work. I never knew I worked. This is my life. I go out there and have fun and enjoy it. And I tell everybody that that's the best way to go. If you're going to do anything, enjoy life. Enjoy what you do, and you'll never know you worked a day in your life.
After a short break for the rain, it was back to rodeo. Alex and Colton both behind the chutes preparing for their upcoming bull rides, while another few events wrapped up in the muddy arena. The bull riding event wrapped up the evening under less than ideal conditions. While Colton and Alex both failed to cover, with another rodeo night just a day away, they will be back in the saddle again Saturday night.
You gotta keep riding, you know, you don't wanna get comfortable, you wanna keep riding. I just learned to appreciate it, you know, you see a lot of people come and go, a lot of unfortunate things happen, and I'm very fortunate to be here to keep doing this stuff. So I learned to be grateful and just soak it all up.
It's a new day and a new outlook as the Saturday morning sun cuts through the remaining clouds and rises over the Tip Wiseman Arena. The forecast is thankfully calling for clear skies for tonight's final night of the Calico Rodeo. But first things first, as the annual Lions Club Rodeo takes over downtown, people from all over the area line the streets to check out the variety of floats, vintage cars, and of course to celebrate the rodeo tradition. But that's not all that's going on today.
People wait all year for this event. In addition to that, there's also an all-school reunion that happens at the same time of year. So people who have ever been to school here are welcome, or friends of people that have been to school here. So that also will bring a lot of people into town. So it's an all-day event. So they'll do that, and they'll end up at the rodeo, and then they'll finish off at the street dance. In addition to that, also, we are having our grand opening.
Bambi Killian Bowden, the recently hired executive director of the Calico Rock Museum and Visitor Center, grew up in Calico. She says she has fond memories of the parade, but one specific year stands out.
As a little girl, the rodeo was a big thing that we look forward to every year. In my office, I have a photo of the parade from 1973 where we won the parade, my family did. My grandmother had a grocery store. It was called Webb's Grocery. And the photo is of a pickup truck, and it's got a cupboard in it, and I am on top of that pickup truck and in one of the old wash tubs, and my cousins are in it, my little brother, and my mother's driving. And I remember what our sign said. It said, "Don't be like old Mother Hubbard, fill your cupboard at Webb's." And we won that year. So the parade was a very sentimental event, a big event. I mean, people came from everywhere to watch the Calico Rock Rodeo Parade. And there were people that threw out suckers to the kids, you know, off their horses. And back then, I would say it was so very nostalgic.
What a difference a day makes. It's a beautiful night for a rodeo, and while fans start filing in the gates and filling up the stands, Tommy is busy at work behind the scenes making last-minute preparations.
We try to make sure everything runs smooth as possible. We pretty much got a 2-hour performance, and during it there'll be lots of changes from start to finish, and we try to get all that ironed out before the rodeo starts. We'll start off this weekend with a grand entry, national anthem, of course, prayer.
Rodeo events are steeped in tradition and deeply rooted in traditional American values. You'd be hard-pressed to leave a rodeo event without feeling at least a little bit patriotic. And you can also expect some pre-rodeo pageantry. But one thing's for certain, to get the crowd going, you have to have a great announcer. Tommy says Travis Tate from nearby Cave City is one of the best.
My name is Travis Tate, rodeo announcer. I travel all over the country. Yeah, it started when I was a kid. I didn't really grow up in a heavy rodeo family. I tried roping calves for a little while, but the talent wasn't there. The talent was in the voice, and I just decided to be a rodeo announcer. I always enjoyed that part of the rodeo, the announcer, the rodeo clown. Truthfully, I enjoy the rodeo clown more than the announcer, but I just fit an announcer better than I ever would have a clown. I'd say the very top quality would be knowing everything that's going on. being a multitasker. You got to be watching one thing, talking about something else, getting ready for something else. Knowing about the contestants, the history of the rodeo contestants, the history of the rodeo stock, the rodeo contractor. A lot goes in it, you know, not just the voice that you hear, but the preparing for the rodeos. You know, you gotta get your notes. You know, you got to know everything there is to know that's going to take place, not only in that 2-hour show, but the whole weekend. Nowhere can you spend your hard-earned money that you worked for all week long to entertain not only yourself but your family, the kiddos. You know, it's super clean, it's a family environment, and you know, it's just great entertainment.
While the competition begins in some of the other events, our cowboys, Colton and Alex, have a long wait until the bull riding event, but have already put last night behind them. Bull riders have to have a short memory. While Alex sits in the stand and bides his time,
you know, things didn't go my way, you know, just, you know, things happen. I'm here right now, I'm about to ride again, you know, that's just the biggest lesson of it all right there.
Colton takes his mind off the competition by working behind the scenes.
Don't really have time to think about it. I've kind of found the longer you think about it, you make yourself like nervous. When you get nervous, you forget things.
Plus, he also has to focus on his Bronco ride. One of the best performances of the night was turned in by rising star Reese Breedlove in the junior barrel racing. She left this event and headed to compete in the Junior High Nationals in Des Moines, Iowa. The night, of course, was capped off by the fan favorite bull riding competition. Then it was Colton and Alex's turn in the chutes.
He got me off, for one. I spun real flat and I got too far over. I overrode him is what they said, which it happens, but if you're just sitting there thinking, oh, I should have had that, your next ride, you're not going to ride good. I'll get him next time.
Yeah, I want to compete with the best. You know, you're a bull rider and you ride bulls, you know what I mean? It's just something you do, you know, it's what you signed up for.
As the night at the Calico Rock Lions Club Rodeo wound to a close, Tommy Rand could finally take a little bit of a breather, knowing another event is in the books.
The deal's all over. We're going to dim the lights in a minute and load us 5-6 of these trucks, take them back to the ranch, turn them out. The trail never ends. We just keep on doing it. We're like a bunch of gypsies and get ready to do another weekend on Friday.